All right, everyone, if you love to garden, this is your time of year. It's Christmas because at Millcreek Gardens, every day you guys are getting new trucks full of all kinds of stuff in every day.
Yeah, this morning I opened the gate and a truck pulled up about 10 minutes later and we let him in and backed him into the receiving area, and we unloaded a truckload of trees and shrubs. You just wouldn't believe how gorgeous they are.
Today is May Day, which means the first day of May, it's a day you give flowers, right?
That's right. You give a flowering plant to someone. So come to Millcreek Gardens. We have all sizes and shapes, hanging baskets, colorful gardens.
All kinds of stuff.
Also,
real quick, we have to talk about
the opening of our 99-cent geranium extravaganza.
Yep. Now, you guys promise me you won't get in a wreck while you rush out to Millcreek, because this is the best deal, because they're not like a tiny seedling. They're a healthy plant. I did these last year, and they lasted forever.
That's right, and they bloom like crazy all summer. Hey, we're going to talk about container gardens and getting ready for Mother's Day.
Yes, because Mother's Day, not this weekend, next weekend, and mothers always love flowers. You brought some hanging baskets. I love this. We did.
Some container gardens already created. You can use monochromatic, which would be one color, or multicolor here, and just pick your favorites. There's lots to choose from. When you're choosing a container garden, you first want to choose the container, the pot. We use fiberglass, plastic, clay. You can even use a wall hanging. We have some beautiful ones there. You can choose the coloring. It's very, very fun.
Yeah, so especially if they're hanging, what do you want to look at, right?
Yeah, what you want to hang down. Now, when you do a container garden, you want to use some great soil. This actually has pumice in it, or you can use one with vermiculite or perlite to aerate. You don't want to use garden soil. It's just too heavy.
It's too heavy,
yes.
Yeah. And also, on the bottom of your container, is it dirt all the way to the bottom, or do you have something to kind of take that place?
Sometimes you can use like filler, like packing peanuts to make it so it's not so heavy, or bark or something. But the plants, they'll go down deep, and you want it by the middle of the summer here in Utah. Yeah. You want to be able to have roots go down there so that it waters properly.
Give them plenty of
containers
food. Yeah,
continue to billow out with those flowers and plants you have in there. This one here would be a one color, monochromatic. Yeah. What you can do also is take some additional plants and put in here, which would be a spiller.
A spiller.
This is a lotus vine.
So they come over and they grow over the side.
Over the side. Put those in here, and then you can also add something like a darker color. These are just for foliage. They really bloom very, very little, but they are beautiful to have in that container. So that would be really wonderful.
That's a potato vine, right?
That is a sweet potato vine.
They do some nice spilling.
You can also use this color right here. That makes the bottom part lighter, and they go together to complement one another.
Yep, and here's your focus on the red.
So this container garden here can also be one that has a thriller in the middle. We're going to start with this Dracaena. This is a Dracaena. It's actually from South Africa. Really, really cool. We want to put the thriller in the middle, and then we put some spillers around the side. Again, a couple of sweet potato vines. We're going to use a couple of different colors here. And then the lotus vine in the middle. And then we want some color. These are Calibrachoa and Million Bells, some small petunia-like flowers.
They come in lots of colors,
Lots and lots of colors. This one here happens to be Apricot Punch by Proven Winners, and they are fabulous. Then we want to have a filler in here. This one here is Sand Dunes Fancy Geranium.
Look at that. Look at the leaves
and the
on
color
that.
of the flowers on that.
I love it.
And put that in it. And so you take this container garden, and whichever way you look at it, as we turn it around here, it's got color coming out of it, whether it's flowers or foliage. So this is really beautiful.
While you have all this and it's gorgeous, what about care, the watering, the fertilizing? What do you need to do?
On the care, you want to make sure that you water these regularly and fertilize them so that there's fertility in the soil and that they grow really well. If you take this container right here, change out this Dracaena for a grass, it changes the ambiance here. The grass adds movement to the garden, the least bit of movement, so it's a little more whimsical. So it's very fun. Hey, back to the fertilization. There's a great product by Fertilome. It's called Blooming and Rooting. It's 959.8, 59% phosphate, which makes plants bloom and root really well. So you want lots of bloomers coming out of your containers. Use a high phosphate fertilizer.
Will that help you about July when things look like they're kind of struggling?
Yes, and let's also talk about when you're watering and you have a container garden that you water and it looks like it's dry and it's even wilting and the water just runs through it. You need to press on the soil to make it so that when it shrinks and because it dries out, that it goes back to the edges, and then you water, get it nice and heavy again. So when you're watering your container gardens, feel the weight of them, and that will make a big difference. So make sure that you're choosing the right container, get great soil, pick wonderful plants that are beautiful to go together, and then you fertilize regularly and water regularly.
I do want to mention too, we have a website that has all of Millcreek's information. So we have all the plant names. Is there something you like and you can't remember, just go to our website and we'll have it there. Also, if you go out to Millcreek, you have a wonderful area that goes as seen on Good Things Utah. So if you don't remember, Larene has it all out there, and all you need to do is just get your little cart, put your stuff in there, and you're good to go.
Gretchen, every day is a great day at Millcreek Gardens. My goal in life is to connect people and plants, so come to Millcreek Gardens today. It's beautiful there. We're at 3500 South on 9th East.
That's right. Don't forget the 99-cent geraniums. That sale goes until they're gone. Until they're gone, and that won't be very much longer.
That's right.
So anyway, Larene, thank you for coming out here and showing us all this wonderful stuff. Nisha and I are getting so excited to plant in the garden, and it's all because of you and all your beautiful things. All right, Glenn, you ready for this?
I am ready to